You're going to burn in hell. You're sick and you need help. Die. God hates you. These are condemnations spewed at people who are queer, people like myself. As a gay American with democratic influence and obvious investment in the matter, I am credible to discuss the issue of marriage equality. According to Gary J. Gates in his report for the Williams Institute, How Many People Are Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, and Transgender, published in April of 2011, 3.5% of Americans identify as gay, lesbian, or bisexual. This means that if you know 50 people, which I'm sure you all do, family and friends, it's guaranteed that 2 of these people identify as LGBTQ and are affected by this issue. Also, denying a right to consenting adults due to a private aspect of their life impedes on the freedom that we as Americans pride ourselves on. Americans should support and encourage the advancement of marriage for same-sex couples. I'll explain the issue of marriage equality, the arguments against it, and the arguments for it. In order to further an understanding of both sides of the argument to a state of support, one must understand the importance of the struggle, how to best refer to the struggle, and the progress that has been made thus far. According to David A.J. Richards in his book, Identity and the Case for Gay Rights, published in 1999, marriage equality is defined as the legal recognition of marriage for same-sex partners. Now this involves functional legal benefits, which I will discuss later, but it also connects to a larger and broader goal of freedom and acceptance. Now during this speech, I will never use the term gay marriage. I will never say same-sex marriage or homosexual marriage, because it needs no distinction. Distinguishing it from normal marriage goes against the equality that is being fought for. So I will use appropriate terms, which I hope you will in the future too, like marriage equality and equal marriage. The Freedom to Marry states, retrieved from their website on November 12, 2013, states that currently there are 16 states with the freedom to marry. Those are the dark green states here. Now this is progress, but when we consider that in 21 states you can marry your cousin, it doesn't seem that impressive. Now that the issue is understood, we can explore the sides of the argument, beginning with the resistance. Those who oppose the legalization of equal marriage do so for 3 typical reasons. And this is according to the Huffington Post, the top 3 arguments against marriage equality, written by Murray Lipp on May 28th of this year. The first is that being gay is an unnatural choice. This argument doesn't hold up because marriage is a societal institution. Nature did not create marriage. Humans did. Now, I could present a lot of scientific research about how homosexuality is found in nature, but I thought a personal conviction would be a little more powerful. So I'm here to state that I never chose to be gay. I never woke up one day and decided to make my life 50 times more difficult. Another argument is that marriage is for procreation. You get married so that you can have children, so that you can have a family. This argument doesn't work either. There are many straight couples who decide not to have children or who biologically are not able to. Should they be denied the right to marry one another? And the third is that homosexuality is sinful in religion. The First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution states that Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. This is our separation of church and state, which ensures that the religious beliefs of one should never restrict the freedoms of another. Now that the opposition has been presented and discredited, it is time to discuss the support. Supporting marriage equality is supporting equal rights, supporting freedom, supporting acceptance. In M.V. Badgett's 2009 book, When Gay People Get Married, it stated that married couples enjoyed 1,049 legal benefits that committed same-sex couples are denied due to their inability to marry. These include medical decisions, health care, education stipends, insurance, child or elder care assistance, leave for care, inheritance rights, social security benefits, joint tax returns, not required to testify against one another, foreign spouse immigration rights, and 1,038 more. In his book, Why It Is Good for Gays, Good for Straights, and Good for America, published in 2004, Jonathan Rouse states that failure to recognize actually burdens the nation. Married couples are proven to be more productive, which benefits our general economy. Spouses provide for one another, which puts less of a strain on social services. Studies show that married couples eat better, have better general health, and far less sexually transmitted disease, which puts less of a strain on our nation's healthcare system. In the 1950s, on the eve of the Civil Rights Movement, the governor of Tennessee, Frank Clements, stated on national radio that segregation was the will of a divinity who had placed the white man in Europe and the black man in Africa, segregated by a wide ocean. Someday, arguments against marriage equality will seem as primitive as these arguments against interracial marriage. And this is according to the Marriage Equality USA website's A Historical Look at Marriage, retrieved on November 13th of 2013. This restriction is not freedom. This restriction makes queer individuals feel like second-class citizens. The purpose of this speech was to explore the debate about equal marriage and to expose the illegitimacy of the arguments against it and the significance of the arguments for it. I presented the issue, the opposition's failings, and the support's imperativeness. I ask you all to support and advance marriage equality. Do this through your ability to influence opinion and law. Do this through the intangible practices of compassion and understanding. Do this through voting in favor of marriage equality and for appeals to your government leaders. This is my boyfriend, Trenton, and I at my junior prom. And actually, today is our 3-year anniversary. The next time that I'm standing next to him in a tuxedo, I hope that it is on our legally recognized wedding day.